Welcome to Monday. I'm Dan Ramey, and flying solo this week. No Mike Smith. Mike finds himself on vacation, so to speak. While we say he's on vacation, we should also mention that he is helping to provide information for the program. So the program is still going on as well. So this is Litter Media Live for this Monday. I'm Dan Ramey. Coming up in just a moment, we'll get you caught up to date on what's happening with news, as well as sports. A lot of sports for you from over the weekend. And we'll also get you caught up to date on this date in history, something that happened back when I was born. I did not know this until Mike provided the information for us for this date in history, so stick close for that. First, though, we want to take a look at what the weather's doing for us here across the Scioto Valley and in points beyond. You can always check out the weather map on our website, littermedia.com. Mostly sun today, temperatures to reach around 83 degrees. More sun and warmer for the days tomorrow with a high of 88 and hot yet Wednesday. Sunshine and 92 for Wednesday, but no chance of rain through that period. So make sure that you want to do something outdoors. The weather is going to cooperate in that regard. Make sure that you keep yourself hydrated as well. All right, coming up in just a moment, to look at what's making news today for us here on Litter Media Live. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor for more than 4 decades now. If you have an issue with heating or cooling or plumbing and you want to find out more about the services of Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, simply click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com to get the latest information and see what they're doing at Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. News is next.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652. So what is making news for us today at littermedia.com? All you have to do is go check it out on our website, or if you want me to do the work for you, we'll jump right into it. The Feast of the Flowering Moon is paying back. The 40th annual festival over the Memorial Day weekend. The board of directors donating $1,000 to the Scioto Society, the Ohio History Connection for the World Heritage Fund, and the group Downtown Chillicothe. Additionally, the board donated $500 to the Chillicothe Kiwanis Club and $200 to Chillicothe Youth Baseball League. You can read all about it on our website, and there you see the darling faces of the Feast of the Flowering Moon's Gene Betts, and also we need to get together with this guy, Brandon Smith, with the Scioto Society. We have yet to touch on Tecumseh this year, but we do want to get in touch with Brandon and set that up. Other news items for you. Ohio Department of Development announcing that the state will award more than $20 million in grants to support 104 arts-based organizations in 33 counties. Now, that includes in the area to receive funds, the Pump House Center for the Arts, which was under $10,000 if I'm not mistaken. The Ohio Glass Museum and the Lancaster Festival, they received more money over in Fairfield County, and the Lillian Jones Museum in Jackson. Some of the big projects, though, we were seeing millions of dollars being thrown out. Be nice to see that for the Pump House Center for the Arts for their building fund, but they will have a fundraiser later this month. We'll tell you about later this week. If you have yet to participate in that or hear anything about it, it's going to be a lot of fun coming up later in July. Goodwill's Dream Retreat for Individuals with Disabilities is returning for its 4th year at the Buzzard's Roost Nature Preserve here in Ross County. Dream Retreat will be for those 18 years of age and older from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. July 31st through August 4th. Individuals in Ross and Pike counties are eligible to attend the camp at Buzzard's Roost, which is located at 514 Redbird Lane. If you've never been there, this is the climactic view. I mean, you make your way out through all, and this is the Red Ridge look, I believe it is, the outlook, and you get a wonderful view of Paint Creek making its way through Ross County. Activities planned for the retreat include fishing, hiking, cornhole, karaoke, a scavenger hunt, arts and crafts, music, job skills, and they'll have guest speakers as well, all during this Buzzard's Roost event, Goodwill's Dream Retreat, and enrollment is open now. The 17th annual, I've jumped ahead on my schedule here. Walnut Creek Campground and Resort is hosting a Christmas and July weekend. It'll be complete with the Grinch will be there too. Not only will they have that, they'll have snowball fights and that sort of thing as well. We've got a lot of fun planned for the week of July 21st and 22nd. So that's next weekend. You don't want to miss that. School is almost here. It's hard to believe, but back for a 17th annual Stuff the Bus event in support of Project School Tools by the United Way of Ross County. It's coming up Saturday, August 5th. They're collecting several different types of school supplies, such as backpacks, pencils, crayons, scissors, and notebooks. Your donations will help ensure that all Ross County students have supplies they need to succeed when school starts back up. It's hard to believe. It is less than, I don't even want to put a date on it, but I know it's less than 6 weeks away. So school is almost here. Vacation is almost over. All right, mother and son to share recovery stories at Paint Valley Adam H. in their annual meeting. As many who have fought the battle of addiction, you know that many times it is a family affair. This in particular, a mother and son share their inspiring journey to recovery from mental illness as keynote speakers at a 5th annual recovery celebration in September. Evan Curtin, a board member of the National Alliance on Mental Illness of Clark, Greene, and Madison counties, will share his incredible story of triumph achieved with the support of his family and his own determination. Evan and his mother, Peg Stevens, traveled to speaking engagements together in an effort to promote positive mental health and educate others on the importance of ending the stigma of mental illness. So your opportunity to learn more is coming up soon. Again, read more about that on our website, littermedia.com. Did you know that the Highlands Nature Sanctuary offers over 16 miles of beautiful hiking trails? The preserve's heart is the sheer-walled limestone gorge of Rocky Fork Creek, and all sorts of things that you'll be able to find when you go participate in this from the Arc of Appalachia. Thank you for providing us with the materials here. Trails are open sunrise to sunset, with the exception of the trails located at the Appalachian Forest Museum. You can get a trail map between 9:30 and 4:30 and then go on an excursion, or you can download the digital map online as well. Road report for today, we feature, since we're in Highland County, work is set to begin on July 10th, that's today, a bridge replacement on State Route 41 between Birch Lane and the village of Greenfield. 41 is going to be closed for 60 days for this construction. And during the closure, traffic will be detoured via State Route 28, 138, and US 35. All right, coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at sports, so get ready for that. Also just ahead, this date in history, so stick close for all of that and more. But first, we want to tell you about our friends at Scioto Valley Dumpsters. If you've got some cleanup work that needs to be done, maybe you've got a big project, you've been doing some remodeling or construction at your place of business or your home, Scioto Valley Dumpsters can help. In some instances, they even do the cleanup for you. 740-253-8389 for Scioto Valley Dumpsters. Sports next.
Budweiser beer, the king is second.
Who drinks Budweiser? You know the type. The people who grind. Those who don't back down. and the ones who don't quit. They say all people are 6 degrees of separation away from each other, but some are just a six-pack away. The people who share the same spirit, share the same beer. This Bud's for you.
At Rathkamp Financial, we act as your advocate in all wealth matters. We believe in long-term relationships and working to earn your continued trust with our customized investment solutions. Our greatest satisfaction comes from working with clients for many years and helping them realize their dreams.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Time now for sports, and we're going to begin with the big news that came out on Friday. One of the most successful high school cross-country as well as track and field coaches in Southern Ohio has been named the new head track and cross-country coach at the University of Rio Grande. Many of you have heard the name Matt Paxton. He made that announcement on his social media post earlier this weekend, back on Friday. While coaching at Unioto, Paxton led the Shermans boys teams to 17 SVC titles, 21 cross-country titles. Their highest finish in the OHSAA state meet was runner-up in 2019 and third place in 2021. Matt, you will be missed in this area by a lot of folks, and we wish you well. Together, we storm. Go out and root on the Rio Grande men and women now with Matt Paxton. Also, this kid making news once again, Cam McDanel from Teays Valley. He swept the competition in his weight class at the World Freestyle Wrestling Tournament in Santiago, Chile Saturday. Now, since March, he has now racked up a state title, national championship, and 2 world titles, one of those in Poland and now in Chile. Who is Cam McDanel? He's the kid that's right behind the coach. See him knelt there. He's got his arm around him and another one of the wrestlers with that gold medal around his neck. Team USA picking up the world title again for this is ages 20 and under. Congratulations to Cam McDanel. What a past few months it has been for that young man. Coming up this weekend, it's Huntington Huntsman football and their second annual Alumni Day, July 15th, 10 until 5 p.m. Raffle tickets are on sale for the Garen Veras autographed jersey. It's a replica jersey. You can also get in contact with any coach or player to buy some raffle tickets. But they also have some other things going on, Huntington football shirts and hats, and, of course, a big fish fry. This is this coming Saturday. Should be a lot of fun. If you've not been out to the Huntington event, it's a blast. It really is. All right, on to baseball from over the weekend. The Guardians dropped their decision yesterday to Kansas City 4-1. The Reds came up short as well. The Reds had a 22-game string of games with a home run ended yesterday in a 1-0 shutout by Milwaukee. They still have the lead in the National League Central Division at the All-Star break. So first time they've been able to do that since 2014, if I'm not mistaken. Now, there was draft activity yesterday. Reds picked up a couple of pitchers. This one here is their number 1 pick, Rhett Lauder. He was one of the top 2 pitchers in the draft, according to all the analysts. He, of course, is from Wake Forest, if you've not seen. And he's got, as Barry Larkin calls it, a head of lettuce. So that'll go really well with Jonathan India and his look as well. In the second pick, they picked up Ty Floyd, a pitcher with the LSU Tigers championship team. And also another shortstop, Sammy Stafura, picked him up as well. Now, the Guardians also had some draft picks yesterday. Ralphie Velasquez, he is in the first round, catcher for the Guardians. Also in the second pick, they picked up Alex Clemmy, a pitcher, and they also had another, let's see here, yes, there it is, the 62nd pick in the draft, and that was right-handed pitcher Andrew Walters out of the University of Miami in Florida. What about our Chillicothe Paints? How are they doing? Well, they picked up a win. They had a couple of two-run home runs in the fourth inning on Saturday by Tim Orr and Arturo Disla. These two guys have been hammering the ball this summer for the Chillicothe Paints. Starter Nick Falter recorded 7 strikeouts over 7 innings. Again, they had yesterday off and today off, but they'll be back on the bus for a road trip out to Johnstown to take on the Mill Rats for the next 2 nights, and back at VA Memorial Stadium on Thursday. As we mentioned, Major League Baseball in its All-Star break right now, and that means Home Run Derby. And that Home Run Derby will be taking place this evening. Coming up in a moment, we're going to take the Litter Media Wayback Machine to 1962, when I took my first breath, when the doctor spanked my bottom. We'll discuss, not about the birth, but just what happened in 1962. That's coming up right after this.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance, on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
You haven't had vodka soda like this. No one has. Made with the world's smoothest vodka plus real juice. New White Claw Vodka Soda.
Whenever I first applied for the Archways opportunity, oh, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
Don't forget, they have open interviews every Wednesday, 2 until 5 at McDonald's in Chillicothe, Circleville, Waverly, and Greenfield. I'm Dan Ramey. Time to take a look at this date in history. 1962 is the year, and we all use these, right? It's a state law here in Ohio. This gentleman on the left is Niles Bolin. He is granted the United States Patent Office a patent for the Swedish engineer Niles Bolin for his 3-point automobile safety belt for use in vehicles, especially road vehicles, as it says here. The use of the seat belts has been estimated to reduce the risk of fatalities and serious injuries from collisions by about 50%. But it was 1962. Niles, this was for Volvo. And we want to say thank you to SaabPlanet.com for these photos of Niles, who's doing this. And then the much more lovely model is also on the right there, showing you what this 3-point seatbelt was all about. I think the first car I had was a 1972 Plymouth Duster. So this was 10 years after the seatbelt was introduced. And I don't remember there being a shoulder restraint with it. I think it was merely like what you see on the airplane. You kind of just buckle it together. But now every day, in fact, I think my shoulder, reaching back and grabbing that strap and pulling it over to connect it, as you age, the joints just don't do what they want to do. All right, that's a look at the program for you today. Had a couple of Litter Media Live special editions earlier today. We invite you to take a look at those. They'll be up on our YouTube channel a little bit later on this afternoon, but you can always find them on demand right here on our videos page, on our Facebook page. And visited with Jenna Williams from the Chillicothe Fire Department. She is heading up again this year, the National Night Out, which is coming up on August 5th. And we had a visit with Jen Thomas and Johnny Johnson to talk about the Ross County Humane Society's Bark in the Park, which is coming up September 2nd, but we talked a lot more about other things going on with the folks at the Ross County Humane Society, and that included their update on their building project. So if you want to find out more, you can find all of that now here on our video page and later today on our YouTube channel. So until tomorrow, enjoy the rest of your Monday. Back at it again with another edition of Litter Media Live for July 11th tomorrow here on Facebook Live. Thanks for watching.